Welcome to the Golden Apple Awards Ceremony. Tonight, we honor our Teachers of the Month and name the Golden Apple Teacher of the Year.
Welcome to the 12th Annual Golden Apple Awards Program. Associate Pastor Chip Cowsert of First Presbyterian Church will kick off our program by leading us in prayer.
Please pray with me. Lord, thank you for the teachers that we have the opportunity to celebrate tonight. And you tell us, Lord, in your word, that when a disciple is fully trained, they will be like their teacher. And so, Lord, would you please, through the lives of these teachers that give themselves away for the good of their students, would you raise up many more like them? Would you please, Lord, give our town and our region more young people that will lead and serve us, because we need them to lead and serve. Lord, just as Jesus came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many, would you please raise up students to do the same thing? Would you bless not only the work of the teachers in this room, would you bless the work of their colleagues as well, so that you might raise up a new generation, Lord, planted like oaks of righteousness for the display of your splendor. And Lord, we thank you for these wonderful families that provide the support that these teachers need to do all that they do for our community. Lord, I pray that tonight would be a special evening of celebrating these people who have given their lives away for the good of others. Would you please, Lord, be glorified in it? We pray all of this in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Chip. For the past 12 years, the Golden Apple Award has highlighted the importance of education by honoring those at the very heart of our schools, our teachers. This year, we had an outstanding group of teachers that were nominated across 7 counties and 2 states. And the 8 educators we have here tonight are the cream of the crop.
We know the time, energy, money, and heart that all of you give to your students each and every day. That's just one of the reasons that East Mississippi Electric Power Association is proud to be the title sponsor of the Golden Apple Awards.
12 years ago, Coastal Television of Meridian, which is comprised of Fox 30, CBS 24, and NBC 30, along with Bounce and MeTV, created the Golden Apple Awards to honor those who have chosen one of the hardest and most rewarding careers, teachers. So tonight we are excited to recognize the monthly Golden Apple Award recipients, and from these excellent educators, we will name the Golden Apple Teacher of the Year.
Each month, the Golden Apple Teacher of the Month is honored with an in-school presentation and featured on television and online.
The monthly Golden Apple recipient also receives a $300 cash prize, a $250 Walmart gift certificate, and over $1,000 in school supplies from Avery Products.
And tonight's Golden Apple Teacher of the Year will be awarded $1,500 and a $1,500 scholarship to a graduating student of his or her choice.
It takes a great group of organizations and businesses to make this happen. Coastal Television of Meridian partnered with several local businesses that feel education is important to the future of our community, and we proudly call them our partners in education. The Golden Apple Awards title partner is EMEPA.
In addition, the following partners in education have given their time, products, and funding to the Golden Apple Awards program: East Mississippi Electric Power Association, Mississippi Power, Woodstock Furniture, Avery Products, Richard Swartz and Associates, Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Experience, and Something Southern Catering.
We would also like to thank our participating partner, Walmart. Together, our partners in education make it possible for us to recognize and award our teachers.
As we mentioned, this is our 12th year of the Golden Apple Awards. Let us take a look back at the previous 11 Teachers of the Year. They include Kathy Moody, Travis Dixon, Mary Jones, Gina Gordon, Jacqueline Lewis, Sheila Hodge, Tim Caldwell, Gwendolyn Rockette, Carolyn Lewis, Ashley Shire, and last year's Golden Apple Teacher of the Year, Randy Wayne.
Now let's get started. The Golden Apple sponsor for September was MEPA, and here's Randy Carroll to present to our teacher.
Our mission at EMEPA is to deliver services that empower lives. And our vision is to build pathways for community success. There is no higher service than to give someone an education. It does not guarantee a perfect path, but without it, you will not travel a path into the future. Tonight, I am pleased to be part of Kelly Davis receiving the Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for September. I've known this family for a number of years now. See the influence that you have on lives, and I want to thank you for what you do in education as well as what you do for their lives in the future.
The September Golden Apple Teacher of the Month is Kelly Davis, an English literature teacher at Northeast High School. Mrs. Davis knew early on that teaching would be her life.
There's so many things that I love about being a teacher. It's all I've ever wanted to do. When I was little, I would line my stuffed animals up and I would get them to learn how to read. Even at the age of 3, I would go into other classes and want to read in front of other kids. I thought it was exciting. So I love the interaction with the students. The students are probably my favorite. I love literature, I love reading, so it's exciting to me to get somebody else to love it like I love it.
Mrs. Davis says her enthusiasm for the subject helps to get her students interested.
Every year I get kids that tell me English is their worst subject. It's harder because it's not cut and dry like some of the other subjects are. So if I can get a kid excited about what I'm teaching, and they tell me that I'm a storyteller, and so they get into the story, and then they realize, oh, that relates to this movie I saw or this TV show I watched, and so they start pulling all of those elements out and other things they're interested in. So I have kids that'll tell me that's the first time I read a book in my whole life, or that's the first time I made it to the end of a book, and I think part of that is because I love it, and so I'm pouring so much of that out that it has to pour on them a little bit. Now, I'm not saying they all love English, but they at least have an energy for it that they didn't have when they got there.
She says she hopes new teachers come into the profession with a passion for the students.
Teaching as a career is not something a lot of people are going into because it's a very difficult profession to choose, but it's valuable. I think that we need more teachers going into the profession that understand and love the kids and love the education and love the fact that you're getting the next generation ready for whatever they're going to become.
At East Mississippi Electric Power Association, our vision is to develop pathways for community success. We also value community and support the efforts of building a strong, educated workforce that is ready for the challenges of the future. Teachers have a direct impact on our children's success in life. That is why we support the Golden Apple Award program.
Yay, I get to go first.
That's what I thought too.
I really appreciate this. I really appreciate being a part of this group. I've never been a Golden Apple recipient before. This is 27 years in education, so it feels good to be recognized, but also knowing that there are so many teachers out there that never get to stand on a stage and say anything to anybody, but they get to stand on their own stage every single day and make a difference in thousands of lives. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Next, for our October Teacher of the Month, we invite Chris Phillips from Mississippi Power.
Teachers set the tone for our future and are fundamental in helping build healthy communities. That is especially true for Mississippi Power. We value the investment that you make in our students and in our community. You, as teachers, reflect our workforce in our community every single day, and for that, we would like to say thank you. The Golden Apple Award winner for the month of October is Joey Etheridge. The path that Joey led to becoming a teacher was paved by his parents, Coach and Mrs. Etheridge, and both of them were excellent educators. So Joey followed in their footsteps. We are thankful for the legacy that the Etheridges have established and that Joey is continuing. And unfortunately, Joey is not with us tonight, but Joey is doing what any great educator would do, and he is supporting a student, which happens to be his daughter, in a softball playoff game tonight. So Joey is not with us tonight, but we'll certainly celebrate for him.
The Golden Apple Teacher of the Month is Clarkdale's Joey Etheridge. He teaches 8th grade geography and Mississippi studies, drives a school bus, and coaches football. He says his parents led him to the classroom.
I saw my parents, who were both teachers, and the impact they had on lives. You saw that affection that they had toward kids, and it was reciprocated by the kids. And I wanted to experience that. And it was an opportunity to actually do some good in this life and actually have an impact. First and foremost, I enjoy interacting with the kids. They keep you young, but at the same time, you can see kids starting in a spot and you can see their growth, not just in school, but their maturity and their understanding and appreciation for learning. I enjoy that the most.
He says coaching is about more than just football.
The opportunity to see kids grow from boys, and you can see them graduate, and you can see that first step into manhood. Football is something that teaches that uniquely from other sports, and I enjoy watching that process take place. One thing about coaching is you see those kids, honestly, more than you see your own kids. You feel like you know them, and they become part of your family. You make probably a little bit better personal connection with them, and there's probably a little bit more of an impact there.
After 22 years in the profession, Coach Etheridge has some definitive advice for aspiring teachers.
Teaching is a calling. Anyone that gets into it for any other reason other than they feel led is probably cheating themselves, but they're also cheating the students. And they should always go back to, why did you get it in the first place? And the reason why you get into it in the first place is to change lives for the good. You have to have a passion for kids. And I would say that if you want to actually have an impact, a lifelong impact on kids, that teaching is the job for you. You can have a fulfilling life of making a real impact on this community and this world by teaching.
At Mississippi Power, we appreciate the outstanding teachers in all of our communities. Our teachers brighten the lives of their students every day, making sure they're ready to learn and grow. Engaging young minds in the classroom is the first step for our children to begin realizing their dreams. Mississippi Power is dedicated to working with our teachers to ensure Mississippi has a strong, capable, and adaptable workforce to meet the needs of tomorrow's economy. Mississippi Power is proud to be a Golden Apple Award partner in education.
Thank you, Chris. Walmart was our sponsor for November, and Vanessa Kincaid will present on their behalf.
Good evening. Walmart may be a national franchise, but our employees here in Meridian are members of our community. And like everyone else here tonight, we love our teachers. And we thank each and every one of you for your hard work and dedication that you give our children every day. The Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for November is Miss Vicki Stevens. Vicki says she makes sure that her students know and believe that she cares for them and care about them, helping give them the self-confidence they need to learn.
Southeast Lauderdale Middle School math teacher Vicki Stevens is the Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for November. She says her career path was set early in her childhood.
I wanted to become a teacher all my life. When I was little, I loved working and helping others, and I just always knew that I wanted to be a teacher. So that was the path that I wanted to choose because I wanted to help other kids learn and do well.
Even after teaching 7th graders for 25 years, Mrs. Stevens says her students still amaze her.
They surprise me all the time. I mean, I am pretty tough on them because I do expect a lot out of them, but every time I set the bar high, they reach it. I love seeing the little light bulbs go off in their head when they actually get something and when they finally get the information and they interact with each other, they help each other, so it just makes me feel good when we can all work together to reach our goal.
She says that it was some of her math teachers that inspired her in school.
They were really inspirational to me, and I also like using some of their methods that we used in those years. For an example, I loved Miss Miller when she taught us math. She just made the math seem easy, and we could actually get it whenever she explained stuff to us. So she was one of my personal favorite math teachers when I grew up, and I learned a lot from her.
To those contemplating the idea of teaching, Mrs. Stevens wants you to know it's worth it.
is a good thing to have a job as a teacher, not just for your days off or whatever. That's not what it's about. The money's not what it's about. It's about being and making a difference in a child's life.
I really appreciate this honor because there's a lot of deserving teachers out there. And like I said in my little clip, I love doing what I do. I love seeing my kids every day, and I love helping them and teaching them. So it's just an honor to receive this for November. Thank you.
Up next, we will invite Alvara Payan. And forgive me, Alvara, if I pronounce your name incorrectly, but from Avery Products to present our December Teacher of the Month.
Thank you. Avery Products Corporation strives to support our local teachers. Our products are in every classroom, helping to aid students and teachers in education, and it is our pleasure to be a partner in education with the Golden Apple Award. Thanks to all the teachers here present. The Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for December is Madison Mayat. Madison tries to keep fun in the classroom and involve her students as much as possible in the lessons that she teaches. Please welcome Madison Mayat.
The December Golden Apple Teacher of the Month is Madison Mayat. She's a 5th grade science teacher at Northeast Middle School.
I've always loved working with children. And while I was in college, I originally went for something completely different. And I worked part-time at a daycare, and I realized then I wanted to make an impact on children.
Mrs. Mayat's teaching philosophy revolves around making her students better.
I truly believe that if my students feel cared for and they feel loved, then in return, they're gonna love and they're gonna care for me and they're gonna do good for me. And they're gonna be excited to come in my room. Even if it's not just to learn science, they're just gonna come to feel loved and feel like they belong somewhere. Every year, I have at least 1 or 2 children that I can tell off the bat, like, okay, their wall's up. It's my goal, you know, by the end of the year to break that wall down. And that's what surprises me when I finally see that wall come down and I get to bond with that student. And I can tell from then on that they want to try for me.
She says her favorite thing is when a struggling student finally understands the material.
You know, I'll try one skill and half the class will get it, and I always have 1 or 2 students that are still like, okay, wait, what? And then when I pull them or we try something else, I can see it click on. I can like hear them go, oh, now I get it. And that's my favorite part of working every day. A great day for me is seeing former students or even students that I didn't get the privilege of teaching, but they were still, you know, they still know me. I got to know them. They will come down the hallway or they'll enter through the double doors if they're a car rider just to give me a hug and tell me good morning. And to me, that's it right there. That's a great day. Getting to recognize and understand a child's heart and getting to know them as their own individual person and seeing their true personality and their true colors. I love that.
Avery Products has operated a distribution facility in Meridian for over 40 years. Currently, we employ about 150 employees. We understand the value of a good education and the impact it can make on all of our future. Great teachers develop skills that help our children to create, dream, build, and prosper as adults in the workforce. Avery Products is proud to be a Golden Apple partner in education.
Thank you. I'm not very good at speaking. You can tell by my video there. But this is such a humbling honor, and especially because my students took the time to vote for me and some of my awesome coworkers did. So I just want to say thank you to the sponsors. This is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Teresa and Something Southern Catering is happy to be a partner in education with the Golden Apple Award. Your meal tonight is thanks to them, and we hope you enjoyed it. It's Something Southern Catering's way of letting you know that all of the time, effort, and money you give to your students is acknowledged and appreciated by everyone in this room and beyond. The Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for January is Charlie Sorto. Mr. Sorto says it's his students that give him a reason to get out of bed every morning.
Plus, they help him keep a smile on his face.
Whitman Band Director Charlie Sordo is the January Golden Apple Teacher of the Month.
I show up to work, I unlock the doors and turn the lights on. Really, the kids do the rest. I really am surprised. I feel humbled that I'm considered a teacher deserving of a Golden Apple Award, because I just show up and do my job and try to influence young people to be better versions of themselves by the time I get done with them for the day.
He says making better musicians is the second most important thing that he does.
Too many times as educators, I teach math, I teach science, I teach English. We all teach people, and really that's my motto. You look on the door of the band hall here, it says better people first, better musicians second, and that's what I come to teach every day as people. If I can teach them to be a better person in my classroom, they're going to be a better student in math, science, English, history, and I know they have a chance at surviving when they graduate and go to college or career.
Mr. Soto says music education is very rewarding, but comes with a great responsibility.
I get to start a kid in 6th grade band and watch them grow not only as musicians, but as human beings. They come to me as a 11, 12-year-old kid, and by the time they graduate my program, they're an 18-year-old young man or young woman that's going off to college. Many of my students go on to be in college bands around the state on scholarship, or they go into career field. But really, it's a unique opportunity and a rewarding opportunity to get to work with these young people and watch them grow as human beings along as musicians. Like I told the students, this award belongs to them just as much as me, because I wouldn't be who I am as a director if it weren't for their dedication to the program and to the process. And I really am appreciative that I get to work with these amazing young people each and every day.
Something Southern Catering is proud to be a sponsor of the Golden Apple Awards. The hardworking and exceptional teachers in our community truly deserve to be recognized and honored. We are happy to be a partner in education. We are reassured by the fact that our children are in the hands of such wonderful educators. Educators that will give the instruction needed for their students to be successful in life. Take the time to nominate your favorite teacher today.
I clearly did not know they were coming to film me on that day. It was a bad hair day. I apologize. I am very humbled to receive this award. Teaching runs through my family. I'm not even the best teacher in my family. I grew up watching my dad teach for 26 years and coach. And then my sister is a much better educator than me. She teaches 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade music, and she teaches them what they need to know before they get to me. So I'm just very humbled that I get to receive this award this evening. Thank you.
And here to present for the Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Experience for our February sponsor is Penny Kim.
The Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Experience, or the MAX, as we like to call it for short, is delighted to host tonight's event. Education is at the core of what we do, whether it's students attending a field trip, seeing a new exhibit like the Walter Anderson exhibit that's coming this fall, or attending a workshop, participating in something outdoors in the courtyard. We are thrilled to have students here. And teachers are also very special to us. That is why we offer year-round free admission to teachers, and we welcome you here in our doors anytime. I want to say a special thanks to the February Teacher of the Month, Kelly Higginbotham. Thank you for all you do. Kelly started out in the engineering field, but she says she's thankful that God's plans for her led her to the classroom. Thank you, Kelly.
The Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for February is Kelly Higginbotham. She says she loves teaching algebra at Kemper County, but it wasn't her original career choice.
I was actually in the engineering field, and God sent me in a different direction. You know, we never know exactly what we have planned for us, and sometimes he has to get us back where we're going. My mom was kind of disappointed. She said I was supposed to have been her doctor, and I told her, I said, Mom, we need good teachers too. You know, so that's kind of where I ended up where I was, you know. Make one path in life and God redirects you and gets you where you need to be.
Even after 22 years of teaching, she says experiencing that light bulb moment with a student never gets old.
When a child gets something that they've been struggling with and trying to but just can't get there, and you see that click and they get so excited that they knew how to do it and that they understood it, that makes a great day for me.
Some students may ask, why should I learn algebra? Well, Mrs. Higginbotham is prepared for that question.
I usually tell them at this point in their life, they might not feel like they ever are going to use algebra. But right now it is a state test requirement. We got to have it for graduation. And just because they have one goal for themselves right now as a 9th grader that might not include college algebra in their plans, I'm going to get them ready, because if they change their mind their senior year and decide, hey, I want to take more of an academic route through college instead of a vocational route, they're going to have the backing that they need, and they're not going to be playing catch up at that point, trying to learn what they should have already learned in 9th grade. I do what I do because I love these kids, and it's not about getting an award, but I can tell you, I mean, I'm very, very, very happy.
The Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Experience, also known as the MAX, celebrates Mississippi's creative legacy while inspiring creativity and learning through the arts. Once again, we are thrilled to host the Golden Apple Awards ceremony, recognizing outstanding teachers in this area. The MAX offers free admission for all teachers year-round, plus field trips, workshops, and programming for students and the public at large. We welcome all to come explore the MAX and hope to see you soon.
I would just like to say thank you to all the sponsors and what you guys are doing to give back to the educational community, and congratulations to all my fellow Golden Apple Award winners tonight. Great, thank y'all.
Next, I would like to invite Doug Lee from the Meridian branch of Richard Swartz and Associates to present our March Teacher of the Month.
Richard Swartz and Associates is honored to be a supporter of the Golden Apple Awards, and we thank our teachers for the hard work they invest in our children. And that especially includes the Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for March, Michael Franklin. Michael says that being able to make a difference in his students' lives and knowing he helped them to walk across the graduation stage is the reason he loves teaching.
The March Golden Apple Teacher of the Month is Michael Franklin, an American history teacher at Newton County High School. With his family's past, Mr. Franklin was destined to teach history.
So my dad's dad, Quitman Franklin, he built ships. He was physically unable, went to Camp Shelby multiple times, and they finally said, you can't qualify. He had a bad back. I tell the kids in class he's like a Captain America, and so he moved to New Orleans and built ships during the war. In my classroom I have one of the pictures of one of the ships that he built, and so it's a daily reminder of this is what I'm doing this for, this is who I'm doing this for, this is my passion.
Having a positive influence on his students' lives is one of the main reasons that he teaches.
I teach state testing, and so when I get in that room I have 15 eyes, 25 eyes looking at me, and they're depending on me to get them through the state test. So the most gratifying thing for me is watching them walk across the stage and graduate, and know that I was a small part of that to help them get to that point. But it's being a difference, and I try to be a difference every day here.
Not every school day can be perfect, but Mr. Franklin talks about what makes his favorite kind of day.
A great day is when I'm passionate about what I'm teaching about or what I'm talking about, and those kids are nodding their heads, and I'm looking around the room, they're nodding their heads in approval, or they're raise their hand saying, hey, can you tell me more about this? That's a great day. And when maybe that struggling kid finally understands something, or they get excited about something, or say, hey, my grandfather was in World War II or Vietnam, or you know, my dad was in Desert Storm, or we heard stories, or you know, I went home and I told my parents about what we were talking about, and they said, well, didn't you know that you had your family member that was a part of this? Those are some of the days that kind of take it to a different level and make it excellent.
And education is the only tool that you can use to improve your world and make dreams a reality. The better the education, the better the life. The teachers are the instrument to help our future generations fulfill their dreams for a better life. That is why Richard Swartz and Associates is proud to recognize and celebrate our teachers with the Golden Apple Awards. Thanks to the dedicated commitment of our teachers, our children will have the opportunity to live in a much better world. Show them how much you care. Take the time to nominate a teacher today.
Well, one of the big things that I will tell you is for my kids, they got to meet the Richard Swartz. And so the highlight of that day was they got to meet the Richard Swartz. Like Charlie, I will tell you that I'm not the best teacher in my family. My wife is here tonight, and she's the best teacher of our family. But I'm honored that Eva Swan and her family is with us tonight that nominated me. As you could tell from the video, I had no idea. My youngest son was at the ceremony, and my wife told me he was in trouble. We were going to Disney the next day, so the whole time we're at the talent show, I'm worried about, oh my gosh, he's got in trouble. We're not going to Disney tomorrow, trying to figure out why he's there. And so then when they called me to the stage, it was just an unreal moment, and you can see that. And several of these people on this stage were there, and they could tell you I was just totally surprised. But humbled to be in this group of educators, because I teach at a really, really good school district in Newton County, and there's a lot more deserving people than me for this award. So I appreciate the sponsors, and I appreciate everybody in this room, because teaching is a calling. It's a daily struggle, and as I tell people, it's kind of every day in every way, because every day is a different challenge. Every day is different, and you just don't know what you're going to get. So I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you guys in this room. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Woodstock Furniture is our sponsor for the month of April. Unfortunately, Bailey was not able to be here tonight, and she sends her apologies. But she wants you to know how much Woodstock Furniture appreciates you. You, our teachers, take and mold our children, who then become the workforce, leadership, and stewards of our local towns, neighborhoods, and of our city of Meridian. That's why Woodstock Furniture is proud to support the Golden Apple program. The Golden Apple teacher for the month of April is Christy Crichton. Christy says that forming a relationship with her students is one of the keys to reaching them and helping them learn.
The April Golden Apple Teacher of the Month is Christy Creighton. She teaches algebra at Enterprise High School.
The award really means so much to me. Just to be recognized for it and know that your work is valued is the best feeling, and just, receiving the award means a lot. I hope that the kids see that and know that I'm here to help them in anything that they need or anything that I can do for them. Math to me is fun. It's something that I love to teach because it's just, I know it, and just to be able to teach it to the kids and them to be able to finally understand something that they didn't, I think is the best feeling as a teacher. And they take the answers that they've missed and they try to correct anything that they've done wrong. Just little things like that let me know, like when they ask me how to fix that and I haven't even asked them to, just them taking that initiative to want to do better. Really, that's the part that I love as a teacher.
Mrs. Creighton says the Golden Apple Award program helps to show teachers that they really are valued for the long hours, hard work, and dedication they give to their students.
For teachers, just knowing that the Golden Apple is out there, to me it means so much. Just because teachers, I feel like, work so hard. We put so much value into not only their education, but also who they are as a person, character, and just wanting the best for them, whether it's not always telling them what they want to hear, but telling them what they need to hear. We just put so much of ourselves in that, and for them to have an award like this to let us know that we're appreciated and that they see our hard work means more than anything.
We at Woodstock Furniture want to thank the teachers of our community for their hard work and dedication to the education of our children. Education breeds courage. Courage breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Golden Apple Awards.
I just also want to thank all the sponsors. If y'all would have seen me, yesterday I went to Avery Dennison and I picked up my school supplies, and I wish that y'all could have seen me open those on video because y'all would have known how much, how appreciative I was. I don't think there's anything better than, getting school supplies as a teacher. But I appreciate this. I know that just like everybody else has said, I feel like, there's a lot better educators out there than me. And I know it takes a team. If I didn't have a great team where I work, then I couldn't be successful. So I really appreciate, being nominated and being the April Golden Apple. So thank y'all.
Over the past 12 years, we have received numerous nominations for almost 600 area teachers. Every month, our committee of Golden Apple Partners in Education receives and reviews nominations submitted from current and former students, parents, and faculty.
To keep the voting anonymous, the educator's name and the school reference are removed from every nomination. Thus, our partners in education vote unaware of the educator and their school, ensuring an unbiased selection process.
And now it's the time that we've all been waiting for, the announcement of our 2024 Golden Apple Teacher of the Year. The voting was very close, and each and every one of you are very deserving.
The 2024 Golden Apple Teacher of the Year is Kelly Davis.
Okay, now I have to talk again. I wish I had a monitor that had words, so I would know what to say. I've stood in front of people for 27 years and made stuff up. I really appreciate this. I didn't think my name was going to get called, honestly. I appreciate the sponsors. I appreciate the other teachers that were chosen this year and every year. I appreciate the former student who is also a teacher with me at my school who nominated me. I get the pleasure of teaching with people I taught. I get the pleasure of having my child be taught by people I taught. It's beautiful when you get to see it all come full circle, that, you know, the seeds you planted, you don't always get to see the trees grow, and sometimes you get the privilege of getting to see the trees grow. So after 27 years, I've gotten to see a lot of trees grow. And tomorrow's my last day. I'm retiring this year. So this is kind of a great wrap-up. I'm not going to leave education because, well, who does that? And most people say they're going home just to, like, rest on their couch. Who does that? Teachers don't know how to rest. So I'm going to say goodbye tomorrow to Northeast High School, but I'll say hello to new adventures in education, and I'm sure I'll still do the things. But I really appreciate this. Like, I don't know what words I'm supposed to say right now. I'm kind of stunned. I'm kind of surprised.
This is also a certificate for $1,500 in cash that you will get.
Okay, well.
So we'll get you the check, actually.
I'll take that too.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Kelly, on both your award and your retirement. Now we get to announce the student that Kelly's chosen to receive the $1,500 scholarship, and that student is Ashlyn Ballard.
I mean, it makes me feel very appreciated and thankful that I got this. I'm going to Mississippi State University in the fall, and I'm going to study computer science in the engineering program. This money is going to help me financially for college because I'm planning to go get my master's or maybe even a doctorate, so it's going to help me have more solid ground after I get out of the first 4 years of college.
Congratulations to Kelly, our 2024 Teacher of the Year. Everyone involved in the Golden Apple Awards salutes all of our wonderful teachers and the schools and the administrations that support them. We thank you all for everything that you do for our communities, our students, and helping to guide them. Good night. Thank you all for coming.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm excited. I'm very honored. I love the fact that we have sponsors in our area that are willing to put so much energy and effort into our teachers. Education is probably, obviously I'm biased, the best profession that you can go into, so I'm excited that teachers have the ability to be recognized. And the fact that students are the ones that nominate you and vote for you and want you to be recognized, it means that we're doing our jobs. It means that we're making a difference. Ashlyn Ballard, she was our valedictorian. She was also our star student. She's a wonderful kid. She works really hard. She plays multiple sports. She's in the band. She's kept her grades up. She works outside of school. Very independent, very smart. just a humble young lady, has taken herself and risen above a lot of life's challenges to put herself in a really good position going into college. The money's going to mean a lot to her. So to be one of 8 that was chosen for this year, and then to be chosen out of those people, I'm in really, really, really great company. And there are so many teachers out there that could have equally been honored and equally been recognized, because I don't think educators are seen enough for what they do. And I think it's great that we're able to shine a light on what an amazing profession it is.
Together, if you care.